there.
I don't know how long, but radar says that's
At least a minute. It's coming right for us!
well, good news is I only parked a mile away, right?
Good. We'll go to your car then.
Right, sure.
Because I'm
Right.
further.
What's that now?
So we'll go to your car because I'm further. Oh, yeah. What else do you need? You have it though, and Dutch asks.
Oh, no, that's right.
It's going to be a fight.
Okay. I'll always have it.
That is definitely the hardest thing.
James.
What's up, brother?
How's it going?
They don't have you down south this weekend, huh?
No. Make the drive up here.
Right on.
Did you get the other baseballs from?
Yeah, I got 2 like warm ones. Yeah.
Is there a ball feed? See if my arm.
Oh, that's a big one. Well, that one away, that's scuffed. There we go. Oh. They let you out? It might actually do.
It's fine. I'm just worried about the. I'm not too worried about the rain because these feel too dry. So
Yeah.
more worried about the lightning.
This is where I drive from every weekend, dude. I'm heading down.
Yeah.
Your hood. All right, dude. I'll see you later. Yeah. 100% accurate. That's the start of it.
Gotta get the rain delay rules, Maddie. Not on the mound.
12:40, we're right in the middle of it. Yellow's good, right?
Quarter after April.
All right, game time has started. Bombers have flipped a coin and ended up the visiting team, so they will bat first. The clouds in the sky are threatening to rain on us here in about 15 or so minutes. We're going to see how much of this game we can get in before it hits. And if it gets bad enough, I think they'll call a rain delay. I do not know at what point they call the game. But they will delay the game for lightning for sure. So that lightning could be on us at any minute. It just depends on whether those clouds decide to pretend that they're Zeus and send some bolts over the mountains at us. The rain was in Black Hawk a few minutes ago. So it is headed straight for us here, just northwest of Golden. Bombers playing the Blackbirds. This is the second game of our tournament. I don't think we've played this team before. Their uniforms look brand new. Speaking of brand new uniforms, the Bombers in their brand new classic uniforms today. And leading off for the Bombers, we got Adam Barth. Adam with a single over second base out to center field. Took a turn at first and stopped. So with a leadoff single, Adam Barth starts the Bombers off on offense. Mason Chalupa up now. Adam taking second on the pitch with a good jump over at first. Mason with runner in scoring position now. That's ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to Mason Chalupa with Adam Barth on second in scoring position. The Bombers looking to strike early here in game 2. Mason sends it over second base into the outfield, and undoubtedly that's going to score Adam Barth. So Adam early run for the Bombers, and now Chance Van Gieson and his signature pink shoes coming up to the plate with Mason Chalupa on a double in scoring position. Bombers starting off the offense pretty quickly here. All right, that one behind Chance. Almost wore that one, but couldn't quite get there. All right, Mason taking a generous lead. Second baseman holding him on. The throw over to third, not in time. And Mason with the stolen base now in at third. Chance, 3 balls, no strikes. Will rest the bat on his shoulder for this next pitch. All right, that ball 4 high puts Chance on first, and Mason's still over at third. Bombers' first 3 batters get on base. Nolan Fratsky up to the plate. Runners at the corners. Chance goes on the play. Chance taking second easily since there's a runner on third, and Blackbirds not throwing down to second. All right, Nolan hits it right back up the middle to the pitcher. Throws it, spurts through to the shortstop, and he throws it over to first, recording the Bombers' first out. But scoring on the play is Mason Chalupa, and advancing to third with his signature pink shoes is Chance Van Gieson. So Nolan with an RBI there. Trey Henry up to bat, takes the first pitch high for a ball. Runner at third, only 1 out. Pitch high and outside. All right, that one belt high, just on the outside edge of the plate. And that's strike 1. 2-1 now to Trey Henry. High outside pitch is ball 3. And Trey will have his pick of the next 2 pitches. Chance with a generous lead at third. Goes back on the foul ball. Three-two full count now to Trey Henry. All right, Trey sends it up to the right side to second baseman, who relays it over to first for the out, but scoring on the play is Chance Van Gieson. And Trey with an RBI on the fielder's choice ends up back in the dugout with the Bombers up 3. Bombers 3-0 now against the Blackbirds. Clean bases, and up to bat is Rhett Ekman. Rhett sends it over to the shortstop side, squirts through to the outfield, and Rhett on base now with 2 outs. The Bombers continuing their offense. All right, a little move sends Rhett back to first, but no real danger there. Rhett going on the play, a very fast runner for the Bombers, easily our fastest runner, and ends up at second, no problem. Okay, 1 ball, no strikes. Not sure where that went. I think, to be honest, I'm not sure where that went. Ball ended up in the infield somewhere. Fly ball caught. So Bombers leave it at 3, Strand 1. And that is a 3-0 lead for the Bombers. They're taken into the bottom half of the first inning. Let's step aside now and say a hearty thank you.
I own Post Oak Barbecue in Denver, Colorado. I own Post Oak Barbecue in Denver, Colorado. This thing started back in 2019. Decided to go out on the limb and pursue a passion project. And I'm all self-taught, and the obsession turned into a restaurant. Texas barbecue, to me, is great meat, very little sauce involved, simple rubs that do nothing but highlight the meat and highlight technique. Bringing that to Denver was a very important thing for me. We are known for brisket, so we use Nolan Ryan beef, USDA prime, and we've really made a name for ourselves on brisket. Our brisket is so set apart from everybody else's brisket. I'm very proud of that. We do several things with it. We top loaded baked potatoes. We top, we call it dirty mac, top our jalapeno bacon mac and cheese. Really, we go for those traditional Texas flavors.
All right, Nolan Fratsky, the starting pitcher for the Bombers. Looking good and warm up here. Will Hall behind the plate for the Bombers. Henry Gardner at third. Shortstop looks to be Mason Chalupa. Second is Chance Van Gieson. First base, Trey Henry. Jack Brides in left field. Looks like Adam Barth in center field and right field. I believe that's Carter Prince, but I'm not positive. All right, first pitch strike from Nolan. And I'll be joined here momentarily by my good buddy Dutch Van Gieson, who's come in from his bat boy duties to announce with me. You're the color commentary, right, buddy? Mm-hmm. Okay. What kind of color can you put on this situation? Bombers up 3. All right, pitch low and inside. My scoreboard not working? Scoreboard's a little behind. That ball hit over to the right side, falls short of the right fielder, which is, in fact, Carter Prince. He relays it into second. Base hit, leadoff base hit for the Blackbirds. You think Nolan throws over to first here, Dutchie? Nope. No. Nolan comes to the plate.
Not.
Runner stays put.
It's got Nolan practicing pitching.
See what kind of lead he's going to take. Looks like about 6 feet. 6-foot lead over there. Not enough to really throw it over. All right, that pitch hit up near second to gets the lead runner at second, but
With
but
tied
didn't
for
get the
first.
didn't get the
First.
double play to first. So
Very close.
Bombers get the lead runner, but leave one on the fielder's choice to shortstop. Okay,
Rhett's really.
one out, one runner on first.
Dang, Rhett's really benched. Will's such a.
All right, that pitch outside goes for a strike. No throw down from Will Hall on the stolen base, so runner on second now. Nolan keeping an eye on that runner and then delivering a great breaking ball that fell off the table.
Let's go, Nolan!
All right, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Runner at second, 1 out. Ball hit in to the right field side in the air, falls
It's a home run.
foul.
It's a home run. Oh, it's a foul. I thought that was a home run.
A home run? You thought it was a home run?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a better angle than I do. How you thinking that's a home run, bro?
Because there's the tent in the way.
Yeah.
Like that big tent.
That April's tent got in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's April's scoring tent. She wisely has anticipated the rain that's headed our way. All right, umpire's going to have a little talk with Nolan now. Might be giving him some tips to avoid a balk. The balk, a bit of a judgment call. The rule is something about motion intended to deceive a runner, but to be honest with you, that's going to always be a judgment call. Pass ball on the play, gets behind the plate. Runner advances to third, and Will Hall tracks it down to the right of home.
He got confused. He didn't know where the ball was.
Yeah, couldn't find the ball at first. Okay, looks like Nolan's back up there ready to go.
He got an early
Runner
lead.
behind him at third now.
He got an early lead.
Nolan, a left-handed pitcher, faces first base, and so a runner on third is a little harder for him to keep track of. Basically, he'll look at the plate, and if the runner appears out of the corner of his eye, he knows that they've taken too much of a lead. That one fouled off behind to the other bleachers at the other field. Almost took a whole bleachers full of people out. All right,
The little girl.
full count now. Runner on third. Nolan with a low inside pitch. Walks the runner. Runner's at the corners now.
Here we go, grab it. Find a gap.
Dutchie, what do you think about Nolan's pitching so far?
It's good.
Pretty good, yep.
I'm right back.
All right, that pitch hit slowly up the third base line, but not going anywhere since it's foul. Henry Gardner coming in hot on that play, but ultimately ball stayed foul. All right, runners still at the corners.
I'm back.
Nolan delivers a strike. That one goes back over the screen. Strike 2 now. One out, runners at the corners, 2 strikes, no balls. Bombers up by 3. We'll try to get out of this first inning with that lead. That one fouled back against the screen. Dutchie, what's the next pitch? That looked like a high fastball. What do you got now? Low inside?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, sure enough, low inside. Goes to Mason at third, or at shortstop, throws it over, gets the out at first, but the runner scores from third. Mason, without time to look the runner back, ends up having to make a fielder's choice. Bombers get the out on the play, but the Blackbirds get the run, so Bombers up now 3-1. Runners, just one runner now at second. Runner taking a very generous lead. Mason will come over to hold him on. And they are gonna try to get him, but the tag not applied, and they are calling a balk on the play. Runner will move over to third for free. Nolan really didn't step backwards off the rubber before he threw it back there. It kind of made a weird looping play like he was gonna throw it to home. And I think that's what the umpire caught. All right, that pitch, high ball. Ball one. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. That pitch hit over to the right side. Gonna fall short in front of outfielder Carter Prince, who relays it in, and the Bombers give up another run from third on a blooper base hit into right field. That pitch fouled off against the umpire. Says he's okay. All right, runner at first, taking a short lead. Nolan brings it home. That ball high into center field. And Adam comes in and makes the grab from center field. So Bombers get out of the inning only giving up 2 and end up with the lead 3-2 after the first inning. We're going to step aside and say thank you.
Flatirons Dance is a dance studio home to ages 2 to adult. We offer classes in jazz, tap, lyrical, ballet, and competition team. I started Flatirons because I've grown up in Arvada. I love this town. I love the people here. My family and I reside in Arvada. And I just wanted a studio, much like the studio that I grew up in, a family environment that is fun and teaches kids dance while teaching them other skills.
All right, it has started to lightly sprinkle and spit here at the field. So we're going to get a little bit of moisture. Hopefully won't be too much. All right, leading off the inning for the Bombers is Henry Gardner. Hits a high fly ball up into the short area of the grass behind and between the second and first baseman. Second baseman comes over, makes the grab in the air, and Henry is the first out. Up for the Bombers now, we've got Will Hall, the catcher. Getting a little bit of wind here at the field too, so our pitcher cam's starting to move around. All right, Will swinging and missing. Might have fouled that one just a little bit. Will hits it out to the pitcher, who throws it over to first for out number 2. The Bombers with 2 quick outs. Carter Prince now up to bat. Carter with a clean base path, and the wind really starting to pick up. We'll see. All right, Carter takes strike 1. That's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Carter. The wind really starting to whip now. Carter puts it in play over to the right side and drops. Carter with his second base hit of the year. A timely 2-out base hit. And that brings up the top of the order. I can't tell who it is. I think it might be Adam Barth. I could be wrong. Throw down to first, not in time to get Carter. It is Mason Chalupa. I think it's Mason. My stuff's blowing everywhere. I'm trying to keep control of my giant umbrella. Carter firmly ensconced on first. No danger of a throwdown. The wind really whipping as the storm starts coming in. Mason, no, not Mason. I'm sorry. Who is that? Who's up to bat, guys? Ryder Cates is up to bat. Okay. Ryder Cates bringing up the bottom of the order, I guess. Ryder walks. All right. So Bombers now with 2 runners and 2 outs. Jace Verardi coming up to bat. Jace often with clutch hits with runners in scoring position, so we'll be watching for that as the wind continues to whip ahead of the storm. At a passed ball and runners advancing on the play. Carter over to third. And Ryder Cates over at second. The wind really pushing now. That ball high. Evens the count at 1. 1-1 is the count. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Jace Verardi up to bat. Jace takes a big cut at a breaking ball. Comes underneath it. All right, Jace fouls off another one. Protecting. Remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jace Verardi battling to try to bring those 2 runners in. All right, high inside, that evens the count at 2. 2-2 the count to Jace Verardi with 2 runners in scoring position and 2 outs. Bombers up 3-2. Would like to score another run in this inning. The wind really whipping now. Okay, a high ball called a strike as Jace looks at it, and that is out number 3 for the Bombers, who threatened a couple of runs there late in the inning with 2 outs, but could not bring them in. Bombers strand 2 will go to the bottom of the 2nd now and try not to blow away in this wind as the storm about to arrive. All right, we're getting quite the bank of clouds rolling in here. Nolan Fratsky back on the mound for the Bombers. It's taken most of the strength I have to keep my umbrella from flying away. Nolan, a strike. Ball hit over to the right side. Trey Henry, despite the insane wind, making a great grab on a short fly ball up the first base line. That's 1 away now. Getting some network warnings from my iPad here as the clouds roll in. The Starlink connection might get a little bit shaky. It does pretty good, except when there's a giant storm overhead. All right, that pitch is strike on the outside edge of the plate. Nolan evens the count at 1. 1-1 the count, 1 out and no runners. That ball fouled up against the screen. The stands have cleared out here at the field. Only a few of us Hardy fans remain as we are going to try to ride out this storm a little bit. All right, that pitch low, dropped third as the guy had swung on it, and Trey has to work a little bit of magic on the throw. Does so and gets the second out, so 2 down now. All right, that pitch low. Batter manages to hold up on it. Full count it looks like now. Nope. Sorry, that was the last batter. My scoreboard running a little bit slow in this crazy weather. All right, that one hit high over to the first base side. Trey coming in on it, can't get there before it gets to the fence. And Trey almost got there, and it was quite a run for him. He was booking it, and it was a good 50 feet from him. So he tried to track that ball down, almost got there from first. All right, that one hit over to the second base area. Chance Van Gieson makes the easy grab at second base, and the Bombers record the third out in the inning and stay up against the Blackbirds, 3 runs to 2. All right, before I lose my opportunity, I'm going to say thank you to a couple of the sponsors. Coach Dusty with his American Family Agency over in Golden, Colorado. This kind of weather is exactly what he's there to protect you against. You know, something like this storm comes with potential for hail and high winds, blowing stuff around, breaking stuff in your home and in your yard, and Dusty's there to help you. So if you aren't sure whether you have the right insurance or whether you're just paying the right amount, just give Dusty a call. He'd love to talk to baseball fans and make sure that they're well covered and that they are paying the right amount, even if it's not with him. He always tells me if he can't do better, he's not going to try to talk you into it. He's going to make sure your coverage is right. He's going to let you know that you're paying a better rate than he can offer. So Dusty there for Bombers fans and baseball fans alike. Let's talk about Kelly Cates over at Just Add Water Landscaping. Kelly running around town turning on people's sprinklers this time of year. I think if you haven't turned on your sprinklers, you probably ought to get there any day now. And if you have and they're not quite performing the way that you want, get him over there, have him make sure that the sprinklers are working efficiently, and that way you don't waste water in this drought year. While he's there, you can have him blow out your gutters if you forgot to do that last fall after the leaves fell. Okay, let's talk about Night Exteriors. They cover pretty much everything that Kelly Cates doesn't cover on the outside of your home. So siding, roof repairs, paint, windows, anything you need on the outside of your home, keep that inside nice and dry and protected, give Night Exteriors a call. All right, back to some baseball here. The wind calmed down just a little bit, not as big a gust, but kind of a more consistent wind. First pitch to Adam Barth, a strike. No balls, 1 strike now. There is no runner on third. That was an errant something on the scoreboard. Not sure what that is, but Bombers up to bat. Adam Barth hits one to second base. The throw to first in time, and Adam is out. Okay, Mason Chalupa up to bat now. And would you believe, with the camera bouncing like that, that is with electronic stability control on. It's a 4K camera out there. and it uses the extra pixels to have electronic stability control. But with the kind of wind we get over here at Long Lake Park, we don't get the perfect image when the wind blows. All right, I'll try to figure out what's going on with my scoreboard. The score is still 3-2. I will keep you updated if the score changes. All right, Mason walking will end up down at first. So 1 out with 1 on for the Bombers. All right, Chance Van Gieson wears the next pitch and ends up at first on a free base. I guess it cost him a little something with the ball hitting him right up around the shoulder area. That'll put Mason on second. So Mason at second, Chance at first, and up to bat comes Nolan Fratsky looking to help himself out here. Nolan, the pitcher, would like to bat in a run or two. That ball low in the dirt, and Nolan lets it go. The throw down to third offline, and runners both advance. So 2 runners in scoring position now, as Nolan with 1 ball and no strikes in a great position to help himself out. All right, a breaking ball doesn't drop into the zone. Nolan hits one up to the shortstop side. Relay over to third. I'm sorry if I screwed the camera work up there. Not sure exactly what happened on the play. Got one hand trying to hold my umbrella from flying away. It's taken a lot of my strength and keeping my focus on not keeping my focus on the field. All right, that pitch outside. So it did get the lead runner, it seems. So it looks like there was a double play. Not sure exactly how that happened. Oh, nope, he scored. So 4-2 now. Chance safe over at third. So it looks like maybe they did get the out at first. Okay. Trey Henry up to bat for the Bombers. I don't know how these boys are doing it in this wind. I'm barely holding it together. All right, pitch high and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Trey Henry. All right, Trey walking. We got runners at the corners now. Chance Van Gieson still over at third with Trey Henry now at first. And up to bat comes Rhett Ekman. All right. Looks like we're ready to go here. Rhett batting with Jack Brides on deck. Rhett fouls one up against the screen. All right, runners at the corners, 2 outs. Rhett hits one towards the shortstop. Will need to hoof it out, and does get safe at first. Scores another run for the Bombers. Again, Rhett, the fastest runner on the team, as proved the other day at practice when they did their home to first runs. So unsurprising, he beats out that throw. Okay, Jack Bride's up to bat for the Bombers. Trey Henry at second, playing a little dancing game with the pitcher. Rhett Ekman at first. Little bit of rain coming down, not too hard. That pitch looked outside, but umpire liked it. That makes it a strike. Two quick strikes on Jack Brides. 2 outs, runners at first and second. That pitch high up over Jack's head for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. All right, Jack hitting one up over into short right center field, and that is going to score. Trey Henry from second base. Advancing to second on the play is Rhett Ekman. Jack Bride's now at first, and Henry Gardner comes up to bat. Henry on his last at bat put it in play, but was out at first. Puts it in play again over to the shortstop side. They take the lead runner at third, and they do record the third out there on the fielder's choice. And the Bombers now will switch sides with the Blackbirds up 6-2. All right, Nolan Fratsky back on the mound for the Bombers. Here in the bottom of the second. Bottom of the third, I guess. Raindrops on the home plate cam, as you can see. Rain blowing in that direction from the outfield towards home, slightly biased from third base towards first base. So the rain coming in at an angle. Nolan, first pitch strike. 0-1 to count. Bombers up 6-2. In the bottom of the third here. Second pitch, a strike. Third pitch, a punch out, strike 3, backwards K, as the batter was inexplicably staring at that pitch with 2 strikes on him. Batter walks away shaking his head, but he was the one that didn't swing. Looks like we've got a little bit of thunder in the area, but haven't seen any lightning yet. Okay, now a flash of lightning. That ball fouled over the right side is 2 quick strikes. 2 quick strikes from Nolan Fratsky now with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Nolan shakes off the first pitch, agrees to the second pitch, and just misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That ball hit over to the right side, keeps the count at 1-2. All right, that ball put in play over towards 3rd. Henry Gardner has the ball, throws it over to 1st, a little bit high over Trey Henry's head. The runner advancing to 2nd on the play. All right, runner makes it to 2nd safely. All right, we got a timeout now from the field umpire. They're going to have a little conversation about whether we have a lightning situation. If we do, the boys will have to go to the dugout and stay there. All right, we do have a lightning delay, so we'll pile into the dugout, and we will wait for the weather to clear a little bit. playing a game. All right, the boys calling for a game of tic-tac-toe with the Blackbirds. We'll try to see if they can win. While they're waiting here in the dugout for the lightning delay. Try to get you a live picture of these boys. All right, welcome to the debut of the dugout cam. Also the camera for the bullpen. You can see the bullpen there in the foreground, the dugout in the background, and the boys kind of messing around, not really doing what they're supposed to do here in the lightning delay. Haven't seen any more lightning, but you never know. It is Colorado after all. All right, coach has called them back into the dugout. Oh, they're still messing around at the Blackbirds staying pretty close to their dugout, but the Bombers kind of messing around over here. All right, Bombers are going to hang out in the grass behind the dugout now. So they're running out behind right field. A little game of long toss going on the field as the Blackbirds and the Bombers throwing a ball back and forth. They're playing a little tic-tac-toe on that ball. Are we X's or O's, guys? We're X's, all right. Okay, so we got Cat's game on the first game. Long toss going back over to the other dugout. All right, looks like the umpires have called an end to the game of tic-tac-toe. So Blackbirds heading back into their dugout. Bombers have mostly abandoned the dugout at this point.
We were told.
Henry Gardner, the last one in the dugout. Perhaps the smartest kid on the team, but also might be a little afraid of lightning. See if I can get an interview with Henry here. All right, I'm here in the dugout with Henry Gardner. Henry, talk to us about this rain delay and how you think it affects the team. You think Nolan will be able to pitch after this rain delay?
It's not a rain delay, it's a lightning delay.
He's right, it is a lightning delay. You think Nolan will come back strong?
shouldn't affect us.
Yeah. Nolan was looking pretty strong in the first, second, and now the third inning. What do you think we'll see out of Nolan for the rest of the game?
Same thing.
Same thing. I think that's probably right. Nolan, our ace pitcher. What'd you think of Adam Barth's performance in the first game? He went almost 6 innings and had the Bombers up, I think, by 4 when he left the game, maybe 3.
It was actually 2,
Yeah.
but he went to center, and since he just came off a bad inning,
Yeah, Bombers fell apart after
messed
that.
apart,
Huh?
yeah.
But we'll try not to repeat that with this game. Nolan, a sizable lead at this point in the game. What about the Bombers hitting, Henry? How do you think the Bombers have hit so far in the game?
we need to do better.
Better. Okay. Well, I think they've been hitting pretty well. How many times have you been on base?
0.
0 times on base. You got any RBIs?
This game?
Yeah.
No.
No RBIs. So maybe just you need to do better.
The team does.
Yeah, you're right. It's a team. How about the rest of the team? You like you like seeing the bats go?
No.
You don't like seeing the bats?
Yeah, I like seeing the bats.
Yeah, I think they've been playing pretty good. 3 runs in the first, right?
2. Yeah, 3.
3, yeah, and then now we've got how many runs? 6, right? 6 runs to 2. Bombers looking like they came to play here all day. Just had that one bad inning at the end of the game last game. Try not to repeat that. All right. Well, did see a flash of lightning here just a second ago. Nothing so far as thunder. All right, so word on the street is that 1:42 is our rain delay time. If we can't restart the game by 1:42, we will end the game there. All right, I'm here behind the dugout with Coach Matt. You can just see us by that tall pole. The camera's down at the bullpen. We got the bullpen cam going.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, Coach Matt, how do you think Nolan's pitching this game?
Nolan's pitching great. He's throwing a lot of strikes like he always does. He's the smartest pitcher on the team. He's always keeping the runners close. He does a heck of a job keeping everybody on their toes.
6-2. What do you think? Need another 4 or 5 runs?
I want 6. This team wins when we get to 12 or more. Okay. If we're at 11 or below, our record historically is not great. We are a get it into the teens and win a game kind of team.
Okay. So another 6 runs for the Bombers to get. We're here in the rain delay at the bottom of the 3rd. How quickly you think this rain's going to clear up?
I think we got probably 20 to 50 minutes. That's my guess. Let's see. I'll put the over-under here at 2 o'clock.
All right. Coach Matt thinks we're going to get going at 2 o'clock again. That's Denver time, in case you're watching from another time zone. Coach, what do you think about the field conditions? Field looks pretty good today, huh?
Field's in great shape. The only long grass we have is behind home plate over here. It's slowing down the pass balls. We recognized that early in the game. Rhett in the first game did a great job of making sure to get back to everything. Field's in great shape. We're getting pretty good water, and there's a lot of dirt on the field, which isn't usually the norm here at Long Lake.
Yep, field looks good. The other fields just got finished here. Looks like they just redid the infields.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole facility looks nice.
All right. Gorgeous shape.
Coach, do you think this extended delay is going to make any of the boys cold or, disrupt their rhythm?
Rhythm maybe. They're not going to be cold. They're keeping warm hacky sacking over there. They're in generally good spirits. I think this is going to be a good thing. The rain delay tic-tac-toe game always keeps people in a pretty good mood. So I'm excited to see how we come back and handle this when we get back out there. I think Nolan, obviously, as the pitcher, has the biggest thing to overcome. But he'll be all right. He's a tough kid, and he's smart, like I said. He'll get through it.
All right, Coach Matt, thank you for the interview. It looks like the rain's picking up a little bit here, so we're going to go get some shelter, and we'll see the fans in 20 to 50 minutes. Fans, I'm going to put a rain jacket on the router, so I will be away from the stream. If the stream goes dark, I'm sure we'll be back. I'll update on the Game Changer text if we're not going to come back. All right, we are going to lose picture here for a minute. I'm going to reboot the Starlink router. There's a update ready to install, and I figure, hey, we're on a rain delay, so we'll lose picture here for a minute. Be right back. Wait, does the time stop? Oh. You're going to have to tell me how much time there is left in the game now, April. Because I got 14 minutes. That ain't right. $45? That sounds about right to me. That'd be a 30-minute rain delay. You said 45, right, Maddie? Bottom of the third. Game time start? All right, umpire's getting us reset here. Pick the game right back up where we left off. Boy, we got close to getting canceled there. Thought we saw another flash of lightning, and that would have put us over the limit. So we're gonna be right back here with another 45 minutes left to play. I got 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Let's go kick.
All right, Noli back on the mound. Starts us back off with a strike.
There's a ball behind you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ball behind you. Baseball behind you.
That should have been strike 3.
Yeah, that was strike 3.
Okay, apparently he gets a new at bat, so that is not strike 3. Strike 1. Okay, that one bounced off the plate, and that's 1-1. All right, Nolan walks the runner at the plate, and we got 2 runners on now. Next batter, we got 1 strike on a foul ball over the left field side. Nolan drops a beautiful strike in. Runner takes third on the play. And now we have a runner on third. Nolan just misses. Runner takes second. Runner on third, so there was no throwdown. So runners at second and third. That pitch real close. 2 balls now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third with 1 out. That pitch high.
Base hit ball 4 here. Here we go.
Full count now. Full count. All right, that one hit the. I'm not sure it hit him, but it definitely walked him. All right, bases loaded now. Coach Dusty's going to go talk to Nolan, just make sure he knows that he's still in charge of this game. Make sure to set the infield up. Bases loaded. Plenty of opportunity to get some outs here. Just a reminder, if you need a little pep talk from Coach Dusty, give him a call. Here's his phone number. All right, mound visit over.
All right, Alex.
Coach Dusty backing away slowly as Nolan's bringing out the Tiger. All right, bases loaded, 1 out. Bombers in a little bit of a pickle here. Could use some defense. All right, Nolan delivering a strike. All right, that one put in play over towards first. The throw to Trey in time, gets one out. Blackbirds do get a run on the play. The runner came in from third, so we now have runners at second and third with 2 outs.
All right, John.
Pitch just outside. Goes for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. Bombers up by 3. That ball hit deep towards left center field. Retrieved at the fence by Adam Barth, relayed in. Now carried into the field by Mason Chalupa, the shortstop. That one scores 2, and so the Blackbirds right back in it. The score now 6-5. 6-5 with 2 outs and a runner on second.
All right, nice.
Plenty of baseball left to play here. That rain delay cost us a little bit of day, but not any game time. So still got plenty of baseball.
Gotta protect, kid.
All right, that ball hit sharply over towards third base. Mason picks it up at shortstop, can't make the throw to first, and the runner advances to second after the error, and the run scores, tying the game. So game tied now, 6-6 with 2 outs, and the Bombers would desperately like to get out of this inning.
Find a gap.
All right, strike 1 from Nolan. That one high and outside. Evens the count at 1. Ooh, that one just barely missed on the top right corner. That one high and outside.
Here we go.
3 balls now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Okay, that ball 4 inside and low. Runners on first and second now.
Line drive, kid, here we go. Line drive somewhere, find a gap. Find a gap.
Reminder, there are 2 outs. 2 outs, runners on first and second. That pitch outside. Nolan struggling a little bit with control here.
Go 2-4.
He's thrown 5 straight balls. That one at the top of the strike zone, but hit foul over the left field side.
You're on it, kid.
That'll even the count at 1. 1-1 now, 2 outs, runners on first and second. That ball hit over to third, squirts through Henry Gardner out to left field, but Jack Brides there holds the runners at their positions. So no further runs have scored, but The bases are now loaded.
All right, boys, 2 outs. Run on contact.
All right, bases loaded, 2 outs.
All right, Ben.
The Bombers at risk of
Get the ball hard somewhere.
letting the game get out of hand here with 2 outs. All right, a great off-speed pitch from Nolan, 49 miles an hour on the outside edge of the plate. Batter swings and misses. All right, that one on the outside edge of the plate, but too low. Evens the count at 1. That a foul ball for strike 2.
Good more, Nolan. Right back. You got it, kid.
All right, that one hit over to the left field side, went right up the line and just went foul before it crossed third base. So that little bit of a lucky bounce for the Bombers ends up going foul because that was headed towards the corner. All right, that one hit to shortstop over by Mason Chalupa. He manages to gather the ball, but not in time. And that means 1 run scores for the Blackbirds, who have their first lead of the game. Now 7-6 Blackbirds over the Bombers with 2 outs in the top of the third. Sorry, bottom of the third.
Go, Wyatt. Line drive somewhere, kids.
Clouds are rolling back in. Would be unfortunate if the game ended here. We are all hoping that that doesn't happen at this point, now down 7-6. First pitch, a strike over to Nolan, rolls over towards third, but Henry had come up to try to get the ball. Mason had come over to third to try to cover third, but it was a slow roller in that tall grass out in the infield. Boys playing on a grass infield for, I think, the first time this season. Not the first game this season on a grass infield, but this season the first time the boys have played on a grass infield. I think maybe we had one game back last spring where we played a grass infield, but definitely slows some of those grounders. Makes it a little harder to get those force outs. All right, strike 1 from Nolan. Blackbirds up 8-6.
All right, Lando, here we go.
With bases still loaded, but 2 outs, and the count is 0-1. Okay, pitch on the outside evens the count at 1. A left-handed batter, so the right side looking hot, and that pitch over from Nolan catches the runner, snoozing, taking a little bit of an extra lead and snoozing, and that'll end the inning. The Bombers managed to get off the field only down 2. Now with a little bit of work to do as we head into the top of the 4th to catch back up to these Blackbirds. No activity in the bullpen right now, so Coach is sticking with Nolan. You heard Coach during the break on his interview talking about Nolan pitching pretty well so far and didn't expect Nolan to have any trouble. And frankly, the issue they got into there was more a defensive breakdown than anything Nolan did. I think he might have had 2 batters on base from walks or hit by pitches, but you know, the rest of it just good batting and some defensive errors from the rest of the Bomber team. So Nolan unable to do it all himself. That is the way baseball is played. You need a little bit of help from the rest of your team. So good to get out of that inning without too much damage, and now the Bombers will try to head into the next inning with some additional runs. Coming up to bat for the Bombers, next up it looks like we've got Will Hall. Will ground out to the pitcher his last time up. We'll look to try to get one out of the infield this inning. Will, our catcher, this game, Rhett Ekman caught our first game today. So Will catching our second game. All right, here he is, Will Hall, up to bat for the Bombers. Bombers trying to put some runs on the board, get back in this game. All right, strike one to Will as he looks at the first pitch. All right, that pitch low in the dirt. Evens the count at 1. All right, that pitch fouled high just over the screen into the grandstands. Trying to take out a few Bombers fans here. Will now 1-2, the count. Carter Prince on deck.
Nice pitch. All right, get it here, kid. Don't lose it.
All right, that pitch low, and Will earns a walk down to first, but decides to run it. That's a dad joke. Carter Prince up to bat now for the Bombers with one runner on and no outs. Carter takes the first pitch, strike, low and inside. Will taking a generous lead at first, but no throw over. And Carter looking at the second pitch, down at the knees, right over the plate. down real quickly, 2 strikes. So no balls, 2 strikes, and the umpires come out, the field umpires come out to talk to the pitcher. Maybe just give him a little bit of a tip on how to not balk. All right, runner on first, Will Hall taking about a 6-foot lead now. Pitch coming home outside, and that'll punch Carter Prince out, who stares at 3 straight pitches. All right, Ryder Cates up to bat now. Ryder, a hurt arm, not in the field, but able to put the ball in play towards second. That may end up in his double play, not in time. Oh, they did say in time. So they do record the double play. I am surprised that that was an out. It didn't look like it was in time, but I guess it was. All right, so any inning, half inning ends on a double play. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning now. Bottom of the 4th inning. Bombers still down 2. We'll need to hold the Blackbirds at this point. Otherwise, the game could get out of hand and be a little hard to come back. Wind picking up just a little bit as some ominous looking clouds with some virga coming up at us from the southwest. I did feel a couple of raindrops, so we may get another bout of rain. And I think at this point we've got a complete game if the game is called on a delay. That would be unfortunate for the Bombers down 2 at this point, because that would end up in a loss. So the Bombers will try to get quickly out of this inning and get back on the field. All right, while Nolan warms up for the Bombers, let's step aside and say thank you to our
Post Oak
sponsor.
Barbecue in Denver, Colorado. This thing started back in 2019. Decided to go out on a limb and pursue a passion project. And I'm all self-taught, and the obsession turned into a restaurant. Texas barbecue, to me, is great meat, very little sauce involved, simple rubs that do nothing to highlight the meat and highlight technique. Bringing that to Denver was a very important thing for me. We are known for brisket, so we use Nolan Ryan beef, USDA prime, and we've really made a name for ourselves on brisket. Our brisket is so set apart from everybody else's brisket. I'm very proud of that. We do several things with it. We top loaded baked potatoes. We top, we call it dirty mac, top our jalapeno bacon mac and cheese. Really, we go for those traditional Texas flavors.
All right, Nolan says he's ready to go, so we're going to get started again. I got 19 minutes left in the game, although I couldn't swear to it in court. That rain delay threw off our timing a little bit. All right. All right, Nolan with a nice strike on an off-speed pitch there. Still has his stuff. That one hit high over to the right field side. Easy play for Trey Henry, who was camping just behind first. Nolan getting the help he needs from his defense this inning. Nolan's job is throw strikes, and the defense's job is get outs. So that's what we're trying to do. All right, that pitch inside for ball one. All right, that pitch outside for ball two. All right, a fastball low, swung on and missed for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Nolan dishes another strikeout. That one, a beautiful off-speed pitch, drops right into the zone for strike 3. Nolan helping his own cause now, trying to get the Bombers in position to retake the lead. That pitch fouled off to the right side over the screen and rolls down the hill to the other field. The rain has started back up here. It is raining just a little bit. All right, that one goes right up back up the middle, and Mason Chalupa can't corral it at shortstop, and it does end up going for an infield hit. That not a routine play. I do not think that'll score as an error on Mason Chalupa. All right, runner at first, taking a short lead, does go. No throw from Will on the pitch, and runner successfully steals second. So runner at second now with 2 outs. 2 outs, runner at second. 1 ball. All right, that one inside. That is ball 2. Once again, the Blackbirds up by 2. Bombers trying to get out of this inning without giving up any more runs. All right, that one drops in for a strike. Will doing a good job blocking that pitch that broke real hard, and managed to keep it in front of him, keep that runner at second. Runner goes to third on the play. The throw not in time and a little bit offline. All right, runner on third now. Pitch comes home outside, a fastball at 53. That one fouled off to the left side over the left field fence. Runner on third, 2 outs. That one goes just behind me, almost takes out some fans. Their lucky day, they did not get hit. All right, we got runner at third, 2 outs, full count. And a punch out to end the inning. Nolan Fratsky bringing the junk and punching out some batters. to keep the score where it's at and keep the Bombers in contention for this game. Blackbirds up by 2. We'll head into the top of the 5th inning, where the Bombers will try to retake the lead on offense. While we're in a break in the action here, we're going to say hello to a sponsor.
Flatiron Dance is a dance studio home to ages 2 to adult. We offer classes in jazz, tap, lyrical, ballet, and competition team. I started Flatirons because I've grown up in Arvada. I love this town. I love the people here. My family and I reside in Arvada. And I just wanted a studio, much like the studio that I grew up in, a family environment that is fun and teaches kids dance while teaching them other skills.
All right, Blackbirds looking sharp and warm up. Sometimes that translates to the game and sometimes it doesn't, so we will see. Jace Verardi coming up to bat for the Bombers, leading off the inning with Adam Barth behind him on deck. Umpires are off over on the right side of the field, having a little bit of a conference, trying to figure something out over there. I'm not quite sure what. We probably have some activity in the bullpen here. Looks like Trey Henry warming up in the bullpen, so that'll probably be Nolan's last inning. If he does not come back in, he will leave the game. As of now, the pitcher of record losing. If the Bombers can score 2 here, he will end up with a no decision. All right, Jace Verardi steps into the box, takes the first pitch, I think high for a ball. Okay, that pitch outside in the dirt. Ball 2. That pitch chest high right down the middle for strike 1. 2-1 the count now. That pitch low and outside. Ball 3, 3-1 the count. Jason, great position. He'll have his pick of the next 2 pitches. That pitch low does squirt away from the catcher. So it did not just fool Jace, also fooled the catcher. Could not hold on to it. All right, full count now. That inside, Jace jogging up the line to first. Chase will take a little bit of a turn here, but we'll stop at first. And up to bat comes Adam Barth. All right, Adam puts it up towards first, squirts through the infield, and ends up out on the grass, finally corralled by the second baseman. And Adam, with a hard hit, is on board. Two aboard for the Bombers. Brings up Mason Chalupa. No outs, 2 on. First pitch, a ball high and outside to Mason. 1 ball, no strikes. Bombers down by 2. Would love to score the 2 runs that have reached base. It hits low and does end up falling for a base hit in front of the right fielder. So Mason on board now. First 3 Bombers on board. And up comes signature pink shoes Chance Van Gieson. Bombers down by 2. Do need 2 of these runs. First pitch high to Chance. Ball 1. Wind picking up just a little bit here, kind of a breeze rolling back and forth. Ominous clouds hanging overhead, but so far no lightning and no rain coming out of them. Chance puts it in play. The play coming home and safe. Nope, it's a force. It's a force, so that an out. First out for the Bombers. 1 out now. Bases still loaded on the fielder's choice. All right, Nolan Fratsky up to bat. Nolan can help his cause here. If the game were to end right now, he would take the loss. If he can put it in play and get 2 runs in, then he will end up with a no decision. Nolan does put it in play, goes over to the third base side, and it rolls through to the left fielder. And that does score 1, so Nolan helps his cause. He needs 1 more run for the no decision. All right, Trey Henry up to bat now. Trey coming out of the bullpen, was warming up over there, is now at the plate, looking to perhaps set himself up for a save. If Trey can put it into the outfield to score 2 runs, Bombers will go into the bottom of the inning with the lead, and Trey will come in to pitch in save position. Oh, that one right down the pipe, and Trey checks his swing. You know, it doesn't matter where I put my cameras. There's always always an umpire standing in my strike zone. It is the way it is. All right, Trey fouls that one off. Two strikes now on Trey. Two strikes, bases loaded. Our scoreboard seems to have malfunctioned. I'll go see if I can fix that.
go. Get it. Yeah!
Chance, you're up. Nice, nice.
Hey, roll it. Go, Rat.
Sí, ahora tengo el número 501-0355.
All right. All right, the Bombers have retaken the lead here in the top of the fifth. This probably will be our last inning as we have about 2 minutes of game time left, and there's one out. We do have runners at first and second, so the Bombers will need to capitalize on whatever they can here and then hold the Blackbirds to less. All right, that ball put in play over to the left field side. Left fielder camped underneath it, does make the grab, and that is out number 2. The ball thrown around gets out of the Blackbirds' control and does move the runners forward. We now have runners at third and second. Trey Henry at second, Nolan Fratsky over at third, and the Bombers threatening now with 2 outs to add to their lead with Jack Brides coming up to bat. Jack, a 400 average with a 575 slugging percentage, is no joke when it comes up to bat with runners in scoring position. That 575 slugging percentage means more often than not with runners in scoring position, he is getting a base hit and scoring one of those runs. Okay. Jack takes the next pitch inside for a ball. That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now. All right, Jack puts that one in play. It is high up behind second base. Camping under it is the second baseman who drops it, and it ends up scoring 2 runs for the Bombers because the runners were moving as there were 2 outs. So a lucky drop for the Bombers, and now Henry Gardner coming up to the plate. 2 outs and 1 on, runner on first. We've got a defensive alignment change for the Blackbirds, the second baseman who dropped that ball, coming out and being replaced by another player. All right, the pitcher looking over at first but not throwing. Ryder Cates, once again, pitcher throwing over there at first. I think that's Ryder, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, sorry, Jack Brides. Jack Brides over at first. All right, Henry putting it in play. It does get caught on a tremendous catch by the left fielder who had to run about 50 or 60 feet to get to that one and makes a diving catch on a fly ball out to left center field. That'll end the half inning for the Bombers as the third out, and the Bombers now up 11-8. They'll need to hold the Blackbirds to less than 3 to win this game. All right, heading into the bottom of the fifth, we're going to say thanks to a couple of sponsors and then try to watch the end of this game. Starting with Kelly Cates over at Just Add Water. If you haven't turned your sprinklers on this year, have Kelly come over and do it for you. And if he comes over and does that for you, then have him adjust all of your sprinkler heads, make sure that they're all pointed the right direction and watering where they're supposed to and not where they're not supposed to. Because we got a drought year and you don't want to waste a drop of that water. It's going to cost a pretty penny this year. So you're going to want to keep that water on the grass where it needs to be. Hey, while he's there, why don't you make sure that the gutters are cleaned out so you don't have any of those summer rains sneaking up over your gutters and ruining your fascia and your soffits. Kelly will blow out your gutters, get up on your roof, not hurt himself, but keep you out of danger. You don't want to get up on your roof and risk falling off. You want Kelly to do that. He's a professional, knows what he's doing. All right, let's talk about night exteriors. Again, you want to keep the inside of that house dry. You want to keep the outside of the house functioning well. That means windows, that means siding, that means roof repairs, that means paint. Keep that outside functioning well, keep that inside dry. And that's how you keep your house from falling down or crumbling under your feet. Why don't you give Night Exteriors a call if you need any of those things done, or even if you just need him to come over and take a look and make sure that any branches that fell off of the roof in one of those late spring snowstorms, if they fell on your roof, let's make sure they didn't punch any holes through the shingles. All right, let's get back to a little bit of baseball, shall we? Trey Henry, as expected, taking the mound for the Bombers. Trey with decent speed, says he's ready. He's going to throw one more, maybe two more. All right, that Trey's changeup at 55. Nice delivery right over the plate. Fastball, 59. And I think Trey's just about warmed up here. All right, we'll get no throwdown. Bombers up by 3. No more time. Time up. Time is out. Yep, time has expired. So whoever leads at the bottom of this, or at the end of this half inning, will win the game. And if the game's tied, we'll go into one more inning. All right, that pitch outside, but called a strike just on the outer edge of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Another strike from Trey Henry on the inside of the plate. Great location moving by Trey, outside to inside. Love to see that. Throws the batters off. All right, that one inside for a full count. So full count now. And Trey will try to sneak one probably low and inside. Nope, outside. Batter swings, and the ball is held for strike 3. Nice job by Will Hall holding that outside low pitch and earning that strike 3 and not having to throw it down to first. You never know what can happen if that strike gets dropped. So super important that Will hold on to that, and he did a great job squeezing that glove. All right, Will having a little conversation with Trey, making sure they have their signs straight, making sure he knows what Trey likes to do. Maybe exchanging a little bit of intel on this next batter.
Ready?
Once again, 1 out. Bombers up by 3. That ball put back in play over to Chance Van Gieson, who throws it over to first in time for the out at first base. A great play on a ball that was rolling a little bit slowly through that grass infield. Chance managing to run up on the ball, charge that grounder, and hustle that throw over to first in time for the out. Bombers now 1 out away from a win. Ball high in play. Trey Henry coming over. Nolan Frasky calls him off and makes the grab for the 3rd out, and the Bombers win the game. Bombers a little bit of a scare there in the bottom of the 3rd after coming off of a lightning delay. Do end up working the bats in the 4th inning, and then coming up with some strong defense here in the 5th to defeat the Blackbirds. Blackbirds a really solid team, so the Bombers need to be real proud of this win. All right, we'll wrap it up here. Trey Henry, I believe, comes in with the win. I'm not positive about that. Let me see. Nolan gets no decision. Then the Bombers got their runs in the top of the inning. I think Trey might get that win. We'll check with Matt later and see if Trey earned his first win of the season. But here from Long Lake, we are done. The Bombers finished the day in pool play 1-1, and will head into brackets tomorrow. Watch the YouTube channel for the next scheduled games. You should see them up there tonight. Late tonight, we'll probably get the schedule for tomorrow once all the games have been played and the brackets set. While you're here on the YouTube channel, please do hit subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon and set the notification settings to all notifications so that you get a notification when we go live.